Pandit Basdar Sharma, the compiler of 7,800 Upanishads, says, up meaning. Perpendicular to the advice of the Guru, in the sense of ni, certain knowledge is the honest sense which refutes the bonds of birth and death. So the meaning is that the aim from the cow refutes the sure bond of birth and death, says the Upanishad. Discussion of the Upanishads. The Upanishads seem to have a simple etymological meaning. On the other hand, some information is also available against the above explanations. Cows were not confined to disciples. The second and third jnana of the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. In the chapter we see that discussions of Brahmatattva were held in public meetings. So, Voisin and Maxler's statement is not fully supported. Bhadev Sharma used the Upanishads as a means of liberation and found that meaning in him. But, in the era of Upanishads, the idea of liberation did not prevail among the people. It happened later in the era of Sadh Darshan. The thought of liberation arose in the minds of Indians only after the transformation of karma and Parjanism into radical reforms. Reincarnationism was not well developed during the Upanishad period. There are many speculations about this. So then the time to know the desire for liberation has not come. The attitude of escaping from the world had not yet arisen in the minds of the people. Life was supposed to be blissful. The world was said to be Anandarapam Marithang Varivati, Monday 227, but in this state of mind Morachika does not come to mind. So it seems that Dev Sharma's explanation is fanciful and not acceptable. It seems reasonable to accept the simple etymological meaning of Sataranga Upanishad. The poet in the Upanishad sense is situated at one end. It is the Upanishad because it sits on one side of the Vedas. It can be used as a synonym for Vedanta. Vedanta also means what is at the end of the Vedas. The term is used in Shvetasvatara Upanishad. We have just said that the Upanishads developed under the auspices of the Vedas. But, subsequently, many Upanishads were written on other aspects of the situation. They are not part of the Vedas. There was a reason for this happening. The prestige of the Upanishads grew to such an extent in ancient times that later various philosophical theories were propagated under the name of Upanishads. Perhaps the desire to uphold their status by virtue of the nobility of the name was active behind this custom. Maktik Upanishad mentions 108 Kani Upanishads. 112 Upanishads have been included in the anthology of Upanishads published by Bhadev Laxman Shastri from Taran Sagar Press. The latest edition published contains 120 Kani Upanishads. Most of them were not composed during the Vedic period, but later. Now it becomes necessary for us to separate the later Upanishads from the genuine Vedic Raga Upanishads. Fortunately, there are two unique situations that can help us with this. First of all, the form of Indian philosophical thought has changed in various ways. I do not find in the Upanishads what I find in the works of the Vedas. The group of thoughts changed again in the big philosophy, later mythic.